When most people talk about solar power, they're referring to grid tie systems. Usually, with some small exceptions which I'll mention later, grid tied systems turn off when the grid goes down. If you have a utility or a grid outage, these systems turn off. This is effectively to protect any utility workers that may be working on the grid so they don't get electrocuted by your solar power system. Grid-tied PV systems are 90+% of systems out there, and that's what's being referred to when you hear ads on the radio, on TV, as well as other ads and print advertisements or you may find in the newspaper or in magazines. Many solar companies will not even install other types of systems because they don't know how to, and they can be very time-consuming to size appropriately. This diagram illustrates the basics of a grid-tied system. Shown here from left to right are the components required for a grid-tied system. Position A, the PV array, refers to a group of solar modules that makes up the solar array. The solar array produces DC power or direct current, which is then fed into an inverter in position B, which converts that DC power to AC power or alternating current. This is essentially equivalent to what you receive when you plug in loads into outlets in your home or business. In many cases, the PV inverter produces higher quality power than what's coming from your local utility. Items in position C, D, E, and F typically exist regardless of whether they're solar or not. This diagram shows a utility meter and an electrical revenue meter, and in most cases that I've seen, these are the same thing. In other words, there's only one utility meter. Typically, the output of the system, or the inverter, connects directly into your main service panel, where your main utility meter typically is, via a breaker in that panel. A couple of examples of service panels are shown up here in the top right-hand side. Chances are the one on your home looks similar. If you're looking for a solar power system in Southern California, give us a call for a free estimate.